Well, it's good to see you again.
Yeah.
This, I think, is our 6th session.
Sounds right.
Mm-hmm. How have you been doing?
I'm okay.
All right.
I'll go with okay.
How are things going with your mom?
I still avoid her.
Uh-huh. So she's still not really dealing with her drinking problem.
Correct.
Okay, and that makes you feel how?
Frustrated.
Frustrated. I can understand that. It must be very difficult to be with somebody who just doesn't get it.
Yeah.
And how have you been doing? I understand that, I remember in the early sessions you had talked about using marijuana.
Yeah.
Okay, and
I still do.
you got a look on your face that says you like to get high. Okay.
It's a form of release or
Uh-huh.
escape. I can get away from my mom. You know what? If she's got a substance abuse, I can too.
Oh, okay. And do you find you can just put it down whenever you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not addicted.
You're not addicted. Well, of course, your mom says she's not addicted also, so, and we know she's got a serious problem. Could you tell me how much marijuana you're using?
I smoke 3 times a week
3 times a week. Do you do that by yourself or with friends?
with friends.
Uh-huh. And do you have other friends who don't smoke?
A couple.
Couple. And do you have an okay time with them? Okay. So, if you're with friends, some smoke, some don't. When you're with the friends who smoke, you can smoke. When you're with the friends who don't smoke, you feel pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we gave you some tools with which to deal with your feelings, do you think you might give it a shot to put down the marijuana?
I don't know why I would want to.
Just asking.
If it was necessary, I could.
What do you think might be a necessary condition?
The law got involved.
Uh-huh. Have any of your friends had any problems with the law?
Yes.
What happened? Can you give me an idea?
They were fined, and they went to jail for a little bit.
They were fined and went to jail. Is that something you look forward to?
No.
No. So I don't think most people like going to jail. So you run a little risk when you use marijuana. It's not likely you get fined, but you could, like your friends. Okay. But if you didn't use it, then there wouldn't be any danger of getting fined or anything. Now, are you old enough to drive yet?
Yes.
You
I'm
are.
18.
Okay. And do you think you've driven under the influence?
Of marijuana? No.
Did you drive the same day you used?
Yeah.
Well, then you may have been under the influence.
It's out of my system by then.
Well, what I can tell you is that if somebody tests you for marijuana, it'll sit in your system in the fat cells for about 30 days. So you may not feel the effects, but somebody would say, hey, look at this, you're dirty for marijuana. I'm going to send you to treatment. So,
But why would they suspect that?
well, you could be pulled over for any kind of
Right.
driving offense.
But I mean, why would they test me if they don't suspect I'm high?
Well, if you are driving erratically, when people are under the influence of alcohol or drugs, they often think they're driving very well. And in special tests of truck drivers that they got high or drunk, they thought they were doing well too, and they were on a simulator. They weren't doing very well. So you run a risk with this. Anyway, what I'm suggesting is we could reduce that risk, but only if we teach you how to be okay with what's going on, so you can deal with your feelings about your mom without using marijuana. So what I'd like to do is propose that you think about it. Again, this is your decision. We've got no legal hold on you. No judge sent you here. The police haven't sent you. Your mom said you had to come, but you knew right from the beginning that whatever she said, that really had no legal status. And so I'm glad that you've come back. I think you've come a long way in a lot of the stuff you learned. So I think thinking about this would be a good thing.
Or no harm in thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll think.
Okay. All right. So that's very good. And what I think we'll do then is see you next week. And we'll talk about this and anything else you want to talk about. And again, I hope your mom gets into some form of treatment. It would be best for both of you, but I don't have my fingers crossed. Okay. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.